Hey guys, so here is part 2 of the 10.1 day 2 notes. We're going to be talking about distinguishable permutations. So distinguishable permutations is a group of n objects where the object is repeated. Now this is saying q sub 1, q sub 2, dot, 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 times. Meaning, whenever we are trying to do permutations, we want different ways. As you can see when we were doing our permutations in the earlier examples. So anytime it's repeating, we want to get rid of those repeats so we can just calculate how many different ways we're trying to find stuff. So the formula here of what we're going to have is n factorial over q sub 1, q sub 2, dot, 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 dot. Okay? And make sure those q sub 1s and 2s are factorial. So q sub 1 factorial, q sub 2 factorial, dot, dot, dot. So basically this is just representing what is being repeated and how many times. Well, n is going to just be your total, as n is always your total. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead and do a couple of problems here where we use this formula. Okay, find the number of distinguishable permutations of the letters. Okay, let's look at 1a. First, let's figure out how many letters are in the word math. We have 4 letters, so that's our total. Now, let's look at the letters. Are there any ones that are repeating? No. So really, we just have 4 factorial. And if we are using our calculator, remember to do that, we do 4. You go to math, go over to prob, and then it's going to be the number 4 because we want factorial. And we should get 24 as our answer there. Okay, let's look at summer. We'll count the letters of the word summer. We should have 6. That's our total. Now, is there any letters that are being repeated? Yes, the M's. So basically what we're going to do is count how many M's do we have. Well, we have 2 of those. So we're going to have 2 factorial. So plugging this into our calculator, we're going to do 6, and then go to math, go over to prob, and then it's going to be number 4 for the factorial, divided by, then I want 2, same thing, go over math, prob, the number 4, and that'll give us the factorial. We get 360. That'll be our final answer. Okay, go ahead and pause the video and do 1C on your own. Okay, let's see what you got. So here, how many letters are in the word Mississippi? Well, let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, let's see what repeats. M, does that repeat? No. What about I? Yes, it's repeated 4 times. So we're going to have 4 factorial. What about S? That is also repeated 4 times. So we have 4 factorial. Then what about P? That is repeated twice. Or meaning that there's 2 of them. Okay, that's another way of saying it. So we have 4 I's, 4 S's, and 2 P's. Now, just like we did this in our earlier video, when we talked about factorials, and if we're putting this into our calculator, anything in the denominator, that has to be in parentheses. So let's go ahead, we're going to do this in our calculator. So I have 11. Now I do divided by, but I need parentheses. Do that again, so I want 4 again. And then I'm going to do the 2 as well. Make sure you also complete your parentheses. So we get 34,650. So that'll be our final answer there. Okay. Okay, let's do one more example of that. So it says the window department store has 9 mannequins. In how many ways can 2 identical shirts, 4 identical jackets, and 3 identical pants be displayed? So notice that we have a total of 9 mannequins total. So that's going to be your N. Now anything that talks about identical, right? I say identical, identical jackets, identical pants. Because identical, think about that word, that means the same, right? So things are being repeated. So using my distinguishable permutations, I'm going to have 2 factorial, then I'm going to have 4 factorial, and 3 factorial. Once again, go ahead and plug this into your calculator just to make sure that you know how to use the calculator to do factorial. So pause the video to do that. Okay, let's see what you got here. So we should have 9 factorial. And then divided by, don't forget, make sure you use parentheses here. So I need 2, and then 4, and then 3. Don't forget to enter parentheses, press enter, and we should get 1,260 as our final answer. Okay. Okay, make sure you watch part 3 of this video.